Good morning students. In last lecture just we discussed about electric dipole and its properties, the behavior of electric dipole in the uniform electric field, work done by the electric dipole. In today's lecture we are going to discuss about the distribution of charges. Okay, you all know that basically there are three types of the distribution: linear distribution of charges, second surface distribution of charges, and third is the volume distribution of charges. So one by one we are taking the distribution of charges. So very first thing, linear distribution of charge. The very first thing we are taking a line charge distribution of length L. It can be any arbitrary length L, and P is the any point where we have to find out the force acting on the test charge, electric field at point P, how much is the total charge present on this linear distribution. So we are taking very small part of a linear distribution of length dl of this entire linear charge distribution, small. This is also known as the line element of this line of length L, and small charge dq is present on this small linear element of length dl. The very first thing we have to define one parameter which is known as linear charge density. What is linear charge density? Is charge per unit length and it remains constant. So here linear charge density is represented by lambda, and it is charge dq divided by the length of the linear element. So dq by dl, and the unit of dq by dl is coulomb per meter. So therefore taking the cross multiplication, dq is equal to lambda into dl. So this is a small charge which is present on this small length dl. So therefore total charge, to obtain total charge, what you have to do? You have to integrate the linear distribution. So q is equal to line integration lambda into dl. Now we have to find out how much is the force acting on the test charge q naught by the small charge dq. According to Coulomb's law, the small force dF is equal to k q naught dq divided by r square in the direction of r caret. This is the small force acting on q naught by dq. So for total force, the total force is obtained by the help of integration. So k q naught integration of dq divided by r square with the r caret. You can also replace dq with the lambda dl. So formula for the force is equal to k q naught integration of line lambda dl divided by r square with the direction of r caret. And we know that force per unit charge is an electric field. So therefore electric field E vector is equal to force per unit charge. Okay, so therefore we can also obtain the formula for the electric field, that is equal to k line integration lambda dl with r square with the direction of r caret. So this is the formula for electric field. This is the expression for the force acting, small force df, and total charge q, that is equal to lambda into dl. So this is the small expression for the linear distribution of charges. In this expression we are doing very small modification to obtain surface distribution as well as for volume distribution. So next topic, continue with the surface distribution of charges. Second topic, we are replacing the small thing, surface distribution of the charges. So we have to take a small surface. We are taking a small surface of the charges, and this surface is represented by S. In this small surface we are taking very small area ds. On this small area we are having a small charge dq. The direction of the point P from the surface is represented by vector r. In spite of the linear charge density, we are taking surface charge density and charge per unit length, charge per unit area. Okay, and this lambda becomes sigma and dl becomes ds. Sigma is equal to dq by ds, and the unit is coulomb per meter square. So dq is equal to sigma into ds. So therefore the total charge present, that is given by the surface integration sigma ds. So you see, dear student, directly by changing the very small thing, lambda is replaced, सबसे first dl is replaced by ds, lambda is replaced by sigma, dl is replaced by ds, dq is equal to sigma ds. In place of the line integration, we are using the surface integration. Force acting on q naught by dq remains the same. For the total force, here we have to use surface integration in spite of the line integration, s, and same here, that is sigma into ds, and formula for the electric force per unit charge remains the same. So here again surface integration sigma ds. So these are the some of the terms that we can use directly to get surface distribution of charges by doing the small changes. Similarly, we can also obtain volume distribution of charges. I hope you can able to understand. Lambda is replaced by sigma, then sigma is replaced by rho, L is replaced by S is replaced by V. Line integration is replaced by surface integration is replaced by volume integration. Okay, so third part, volume distribution. So in volume distribution we have to take a small volume element dV. This small volume element contains dq amount of charge. We are taking small volume with the charges, and here we can define volume charge density. Volume charge density, charge per unit volume, and volume charge density is represented by the symbol rho, dq by dv, and unit is coulomb per meter cube because it is volume. So therefore we can write dq is equal to rho into dv. To obtain the total charge, we can write the volume integration rho into dv. Force acting on q naught by dq will remains the same. For total force, we have to take the volume integration, and we have to replace s by v, sigma by rho, and ds by dv. And for electric field, same way, we have to replace s by v, and here rho into dv. Very simple. So we can directly obtain the three derivations by the help of a single derivation. For linear distribution of charges, then for surface distribution, and then for volume distribution. So what you have to do? You have to replace lambda by sigma, sigma by rho, L by S, S by V. Simple. And here you have to represent the coulomb per meter square, and coulomb per meter cube are the units for the linear distribution of charges, surface distribution, and volume distribution. I hope you can able to understand this topic better. Have a good day. Thank you.